Hello everyone. In this video, let's discuss about string functions in C language. I'll start with preprocessor directive #include strrev.h. Int main. The execution of the program always starts from the main method. I'm going to give character array because we don't have a data type called strings in C. We can perform strings with the help of character array. So I'll give character A. I'll give size is 50 is equal to Tamilarasan. And I'm going to give one more, B is equal to Ramesh. Okay, I'll declare one more character array called C. I'll just declare the array alone. Fine. I have declared three character arrays A, B, and C. First, let's try to find the length of the string. I want to know what is the length of the string. So if I want to know what is the length of the string, we have an inbuilt function called strlen. So we have to include one more header file called string.h. Okay, string.h. So I'll give printf %d because I'm going to find length of the string. I'll get only integer value. So I'll give the format specifier as %d. strlen. I'll give a. I'm going to find length of the string a. So when you are calculating the length of the string a, null character will not be considered. Okay. Whenever I'm declaring character array, by default null character will be there at the end of the string. But when you are calculating length, null character will not be considered. When you are calculating the size of that array, null character will be considered because null character is also been stored in the memory. So size will be considered, but length it will not be considered. Let me save this and let me run the code. See, I've got the output value as 11. So we have 11 characters. Fine. So there is another way to find the length of the string without using the inbuilt method, which is nothing but by iterating the characters one by one. For example, I'll give new line after this so that it will be easy for us to know. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a variable called count. I'll initialize the value as 0. So count variable will increment the character one by one. So for that, for int I is equal to 0 because the index value of an array character array starts from 0. So here what I'm going to give is I'm going to give a of I not equal to null character. I'm going to iterate the string one by one until I'm getting a null character. Okay. So what I'm going to check if a of I, okay, I don't want to check any condition. So here itself I'll be checking the condition, right? So I'll increment the count value alone. So finally when I print the count value, I'll get the length of the string. Let me print and then I'll trace the code one by one. See 11, 11. So by using the inbuilt method, I've got length of the string as 11. Without inbuilt method, I'm just using a logic. I'll tell you what is the logic behind this. I'm taking the count value as 0. I value is 0. Okay. So on the index value 0, what is the character I have? T. So a of 0 is T. A of 0 is T. T not equal to null character? Yes, that is not equal to null character. I'll go inside. Count value will be incremented by 1. Then I'll go to next index value. I value becomes 1. So on the index value 1, a of 1, I have the character called a. So a of a not equal to null character? Yes. I'll go inside. I'll increment my count value by 1, which becomes 2. Then I'll go to the next index value becomes 2. I have the character called m. M not equal to null character? Yes. I'll go inside. I'll increment my count value by 1, which becomes 3. Then I'll go to the next I value. I value becomes 3. On the index value 3, I have the character called I. I not equal to null character? Yes. I'll go inside. I'll increment my count value. Then I value is incremented by 1, which becomes 4. On the index value 4, I have the character called L. L not equal to null character? Yes. Condition is true. I'll go inside. I'll increment my count value by 1, which becomes 5. Then I'll go to next index value 5. On the index value 5, I have the character called A. A not equal to null character? Yes. So I'll go inside. I'll increment my count value by 1, which becomes 6. I'll go to the next index value 6. I'll go to the character called R. R not equal to null? Yes. Condition is true. I'll go inside. I'll increment my count value by 1, which becomes 7. Then I'll go to next I value. I value becomes 7. So on the index value 7, I have the character called A. A not equal to null? Yes, condition is true. I'll go inside. I'll increment my count value by 1, which becomes 8. Then I'll go to next I value. I value becomes 8. On the index value 8, I have the character called yes. Yes not equal to null character, yes, I'll go inside and increment the count value by 1, which becomes 9. Then I'll go to the next I value becomes 9. I have the character called A. I'll check A not equal to null character, yes, I'll go inside, I'll increment the count value by 1, which becomes 10. Then I'll go to next I value becomes 10. On the index value 10, I have the character called N. So check N not equal to null, yes, condition is true, I'll go inside, I'll increment my count value by 1, which becomes 11. Then I'll go to the next I value is 11. So I have completed all the characters. Now by default compiler will append the null character at the end. So I'll give /0. So on the index value 11 we have /0, that is null character. Null character not equal to null, condition becomes false, I'll come out of the for loop. So count value will give me the length of the string. This is one way where we can find the length of the string without the inbuilt method. Fine. Now let's go for the next method. So copying string from one string to another string. Copy a string. So we can use a method called strcpy. Okay. So here I'm going to copy the string A to C. So this is source and this is destination. Okay. I'm giving two characters, which is the value whatever I have in the character A, I'm going to copy in character A C. This is the actual meaning. So strcpy, string copy. When I print C, whatever the content I have it in A, that will be printed. So I'll give printf %s, C. We save this and let me run the code. See here, Tamilarasan has been printed because whatever I have it in A, Tamilarasan, that has been stored in C. When I try to print C, Tamilarasan will be printed. This is a method to copy a string. Here I'll comment this. Here instead of copying entire string, I want to store only certain number of strings. For example, I'll give strncpy, that is one method. I want to copy only n number of characters. So I can give destination where I am going to store source from A. I'm going to give only 5 characters. So first 5 characters alone will be copied from A to C. Let me save this and let me run the code. Tamil. 5 characters have been stored. After this, you can give C of 5 because index value starts from 0, right? C of 5. I'll store null character. It has to append. Yes. This is also 5. Let me run the code. I will get the same output value Tamil. So this is the method to copy string from one to another. Now let's discuss about string comparison. Okay. So here when we compare two strings, it returns me an integer value. Okay. Let's check. Printf %d, because string comparison will give me the integer value. The function strcmp will give me an integer value. strcmp. I have to compare two strings. So I'll give the first string as abc and the second string is also an abc. Okay. It is comparing string abc and abc. Check whether both are equal. It is both are equal. So if both are equal, it gives the value as 0. It gives the value as 0. Let me run the code. See here, I've got the value as 0. Fine. What if it is not equal? I'll compare this character. Okay. Instead of ABC, I'll give CBC. I'll compare the first character. It is not equal. If it is not equal, it checks one more thing, whether the first character is less than the first character of the second string, or first character of the first string is greater than the first character of the second string. It checks. In this case, first character of the first string is less than the first character of the second string. So it returns the value as -1. It returns the value as -1. What if it is greater? Let me give CBC here and ABC here. So the first character of the first string is greater than the first character of the second string. In that case, I'll have the value as 1. So okay, if the strings are equal, it gives 0. If it is not equal, it gives either -1 or +1. So -1 in the sense if it is less than the first string is less than the second string, +1 if the first string is greater than the second string. This is what called as string comparison. So here we can compare the number of characters also. For example, here I can give 2. So it checks the first two characters alone. Sorry, method name is strncmp. That is why I've got an error. Let me run the code now. See here I've got 0 because both the string has first two characters ABC, ABC. Now what if the third character is not equal? Let me save this and let me run the code. It gives 0 because I'm comparing only first two characters AB, AB, because I've given the value as 2. So both are equal, it gives 0. Okay, what if it is not equal? I'll give ACC, ABD. It gives plus 1. Why? Because A and A are equal, C is greater than B. So I've got value as 1. This is what called as string comparison. Fine. Now let's go for string concatenation. String concatenation, I'll give A50 is equal to ABC and character B50 is equal to CBA. Okay, I have to concatenate two strings. So what I'm going to do is I'll give one more string C50. Fine. strcat A comma B. So here A will be concatenated with B. Let's print A. Print of %s comma A. See here I've got ABC, CBA because character array A has ABC, character array B has CBA. So here I am concatenating A comma B. So whatever I have with A, that will be concatenated with CBA. So this CBA will be taken, that will be appended with A. That will be concatenated with the character array A. So ABC, CBA. In case if I give B comma A, B comma A. Now let me save this. When I give A, only ABC will be printed because now B is concatenated with A. So CBA, ABC will be the value of B. Let's check whether the B value is CBA, ABC. Yes, because here what I have given string cat B comma A. So the B will be as it is. Now A will be concatenated with B. Fine. Now I can concatenate the number of characters also. strncat comma how many characters? I just need to concatenate only one character. I'll give like this. So B comma A, right? So B will be as it is CBA. From A I'll take only one character and that will be concatenated with B. So output will be CBAA. Let me save this and let me run the code. CBAA. So I can concatenate n characters alone. Fine. Now let's go for converting the string into uppercase and lowercase. I'll give printf %s comma strlwr. I'll give A as capital ABC. Okay, so A. Let me save this. Let me run the code. See here, the character array A is in the uppercase. By using the method strlwr, I am converting into lowercase ABC. Now I want to convert into uppercase. What should I do? Printf %s comma strupr. So the character array B contains string with lowercase. I want to convert into uppercase. So let me give new line. Okay. Let me run the code. See, the character array A from uppercase we are converting into lowercase, and the character array B from lowercase we are converting into uppercase. This is how we have to convert the character array into uppercase to lowercase. So this can be done with inbuilt method. This also can be done without the help of inbuilt method. How come I can do this? We'll see this now. I'll comment this. Now just by character. So here what I'm going to do is I'll start iterating. So int I is equal to 0. When should I stop? So a of I not equal to null character. I'm going to iterate the character array one by one. When I'm getting a null character, I have to stop it. So I plus plus. Now what I'm going to do is, we know the ASCII value of capital A is 65. Okay, I'll comment this. ASCII value of capital A is 65. ASCII value of small a is 97. Now find the difference between these two. 65, 97, which is 32. Now, if I want to convert uppercase to lowercase, I have to add 32. If I want to convert lowercase to uppercase, I have to subtract 32. This is the logic. Now, what I'm going to do is, a of I is equal to, I'm going to take the first character, a of I is equal to a of I plus 32. That's all. Now I am converting this uppercase to lowercase. Now let me print and check. Printf %s, comma a. Let me save this and let me run the code. See, I've got lowercase abc. Character A has uppercase, but now I have got lowercase. Similarly, if I want to convert into uppercase, what should I do? Let me copy the same code. Okay, but this time we are not doing with A, I am going to do with B. B of I not equal to 0, B of I is equal to B of I minus 32, because the ASCII value of lowercase is 97, uppercase 65. 97 minus 32 will give me the lowercase. Now when I print B, I will get the uppercase. See here? So first I have got lowercase, next I have got the uppercase. That's all. Okay, so we have discussed about how to convert the entire string into lower and upper. What if I have a character? We have an inbuilt method. Let's check. So I'll remove all these. I'll take character A equal to T, and character B is equal to S. Now I want to convert into lowercase. So printf %c. I want to convert to lowercase, right? So the character B is having uppercase character. So I'm going to convert to lowercase. So to lower. There is a method called to lower. What happened? If I give B, it converts the uppercase character into lowercase character. Oh, sorry, there is an error. To lower. See, I've got small s. B is having capital S. Now I have got small s, that is lowercase s. Similarly, if I want to convert into uppercase, what should I do? Printf %c, comma to upper. Character A is having the character T in lowercase. I'm going to convert into uppercase. So I'll give /n. See, I've got uppercase T. I can convert the character into uppercase. Right? Now I have a string, but only one character I have to convert into lower. For example, char name equal to. So your first character I want to convert into uppercase. So what I can do? Name of 0. Okay. What I'm going to convert into uppercase to upper. Done. Now printf %s, comma name. Let me run the code. Okay, it is not getting converted. The mistake what I have done is I have to assign it to the index, right? So name of 0 is equal to, so the first character I'm converting into uppercase and I'm storing back to the same index value. Now let me run the code. See, I've got the first character known as Tamil. Let's take a character A of 50 is equal to 30. I'm taking 30 as a string. Now I want to convert this into integer value. How come I can convert string into integer is, there is a method called a to y. So if I give A, it will convert into integer. Printf %d, comma A. And I have to assign it to some integer variable, right? So I'll give int n is equal to, because A is a character array, I'm converting the string into integer and I'm storing back to the variable called n. Now when I try to print the variable n, I have to get the output value as 30. See, I've got 30. So to check whether it is an integer or not, I'll give n plus n. when I give n plus n, I should get the output value 60. See, I've got 60. So this is how I have to convert string into integer. If I want to convert string into float, A to F. Okay, A to Y, string into integer, A to F, string into float. That's all.